Hello there everyone and welcome back to my Let's Play of Crash Bandicoot, part of the Insane Trilogy. In this episode, we are basically moving forward in the stages and the levels because we've already gotten to know Crash and basically the story of like how he's going about this little adventure. So, without further ado, it's time to start episode 3 of the Insane Trilogy. Next up, boulders. Now, this is a pretty interesting stage, primarily because of the view that you get. You only get one view, and it's basically just of him running toward the screen. So there's no room in this stage to explore or anything like that. You're just running from the boulders, and you get a little break here, as you see. So at the beginning of it, as you can see, that once you get to a certain point, the boulder just comes down, and you're basically just running for your life. Just no ifs, ands, or buts about it. And very rarely are there checkpoints in stages like this one because they aren't that long, but it's just primarily skill that we can pass a checkpoint right now. So here we go. And also on this stage, one of the funny things is that if he dies on this stage, it's really only 2 animations. As you can see, there's the very large dip for him to just fall into. And then if you were to get smashed by the boulder, which you're about to see shortly because I messed up, right there, he just gets squished and rolled, and he's just there. Again, that was my big mess up. I just mistimed that, and I wasn't thinking properly, but again, mistakes happen. But yeah, in this stage, you pretty much, you're just running through. It's just a quick run-through stage. You don't deal with a lot in here. It's just run away from the boulder, and that's it. And again, it's a short stage, so once you get to end, it's there you go. And as you can see, I got it perfect, so it means I got the little gem, and he gets to do his little dance at the end, which is always adorable. And then we're gonna go back up to the stage upstream. Now, this stage is a little different. Like I said before, each stage gets a little more and more complex as you go throughout this game. So, as you can see right here, you're just jumping on lily pads in the river, and you have a piranha that's deciding to jump up and down. That sucks because, I don't believe piranha should do that. That's probably one of the few, in the animal kingdom, amphibians that I just don't agree with. It's horrible. It's a horrible fish. And I messed up because I didn't want to get hit by it. It's okay, we got this. We totally got it. Mistakes happen. So here we go. Now this leaf, you always have to make sure you time it right. They're just gonna be throughout the entire stage. The lily pads will stay there, but you can't stay on them for too long. But the leaves, you can stay on them for as long as you want because they won't fall down. Alright, made it. And you got 2 through here. And as you can see, you got the little emoji there. Finally, a checkpoint. And it was stupid. It was a very stupid move. That's okay, because that's what checkpoints are for. Now, as you can see, we have a purple plant. We have a man-eating plant, and that was stupid of me to try. But back to what I was saying, we have a man-eating plant. So basically, this plant, if you stay on it for literally a second or 2, you're gonna die. So you have to hurry up and hey, a Tana sticker, little decal icon. We already have 2 already. I've missed the first one. So As far as that plant goes, if you stay on it for like long enough, then you're just gonna get eaten up, and that's it. Like, there's no coming back from it, so you have to hurry up and move, and again, it happens. Although it wasn't fast enough. And that was my fault, because it was just my fault. I hate that. And oh yeah, I got him finally. Yay. Careful gamer, so it's really like a balance of just almost good and evil, like chaos and just order. And there we go, this way. So we got a free life here, and we have a Aku mask. Alright, so the purple ones. Now here's the difference with these. These guys are just automatic, so it doesn't matter if you step on them. They're gonna automatically do the whole thing. And no checkpoint, yay! So, red plant. And here we got our third Tana sticker. Okay, so challenge stage. And as you saw in like the last stage, the boulders, you don't really have those, but I like the bonus stages because it doesn't matter what happens. As long as you go through the bonus stage, like, you really can't die. The problem with the bonus stages is that if you have a Aku mask, you like lose that, and that's it. You can't get it back because it was just there. And almost done. Now this is where impatience and just lack of judgment comes in, unfortunately. But we'll get it the second time for sure. But here we go. Just real quick. Now each of these bonus stages are very, very different from each other. They are not the same. As you can see in the previous episodes, you're basically just going through. This is probably one of the easiest by far. And although she gets taken out again, but and successfully made it to the end of this bonus stage. I love the bonus stages only because like they're very simple and you get all the spoils from it. So all the lumper food, the boxes and everything, all that goes to your total, which is very good because you want to get as many of those boxes as you can, even if it's just one bonus stage, and they have multiple stages throughout the thing. And we're already here at the end of the stage. Thankfully I didn't die. Alright, so I always feel super sad when I miss boxes and he gets hit with those. It's just so sad. But, interesting fact, we are going to our first challenge stage, which is Papu Papu. And also I just kind of wanted to backtrack before I go there. This is just how far we've gotten on the beach. We still have a couple of more like levels to go before we get to the actual completion of this area here. But this is our first challenge stage for this beach and the game. So here you go, Mr. Papu Papu. Now, in Crash Team Racing, he's actually still like the same big guy and whatnot, but I don't know, never that intimidating. I don't really see him as like an intimidating guy. And that was my fault. So again, he has basically like 1-2 attacks. As you can see, he just kind of stops, stays in the middle, and just goes, and then the second he's actually rolling around. So the objective here is to just jump on him as much as you can and try to avoid getting swiped by him. It's very simple. You can also jump on the, what's his face, his chair, his like little tiki hut. And you just, again, want to make sure to avoid that. And at the end, like, he'll just like go, I guess he'll get dizzy or whatever. And you just jump and jump and jump until, again, that's my fault. You just jump and jump until you like win, basically. That's all you're doing. You're jumping until you win. And I can't catch a break right now. Okay. Well, nobody's perfect. Just one. Yeah. Gosh, God. I wish I didn't see like the backside of him. That's not okay. It's very not okay. you can see there, like I was just on the actual little chair, just standing, just waiting for him to go, and that didn't work like I intended it to, but it works. That's one. You gotta hit him 5 times, basically. And the problem with this stage is that, like, if you get, like, behind him completely, then there's no, like, line of sight at all. Like, you basically, like, lose sight of Crash, and that sucks, because I really want to make sure I get my line of sight going, and I can't stand it in these games. That's what basically all the, like, first-gen PlayStation games were about. Like, they didn't care about, like, the whole camera, look-around view and everything. Everything was just, like, kind of a 2D model in a 3D setting. Like, that was just basically it. And we finished our first challenge stage. So, on the next episode, I will be heading off to more island, just Rolling Stones. And that's basically it for this episode. I know everyone's just like, oh my god, you're silly. I'm like, yeah, it's a little silly, but it's like, you get it. I get it. I never played this one, but I do plan on enjoying it. Tune in for next episode, guys.